FIFA HD and welcome back to yet another episode of my skill move tutorial series where I show you how to perform, where to perform and when to perform a skill move in FIFA 21. Today we are learning the bridge skill. What a popular skill this is, particularly in the game of soccer or football or whatever you like to call it, by the lots of players like Neymar and Mbappe, or at least quick players. And to my surprise, EA haven't actually implemented this skill move into previous iterations of FIFA, which is quite surprising. However, they've done us a good one here and they've given it to us in FIFA 21. So without further ado, let's get into the intro and let's get into how to perform the bridge skill in FIFA 21.
Griezmann, 3 men around him, but somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive.
Ronaldo on the ball. He's made
Look at this, just control.
The
control displayed there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest of...
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
Moving into how you perform the bridge skill in FIFA 21, all you will need is obviously the left analog stick, which will allow you to control the player and dictate which direction he does face, excuse me, and the R1 button, which you will only have to double tap twice to perform this skill move. That's right lads, very very easy. All you will need is to double tap the R1 button twice for this player or your player to perform the bridge skill. Now I tell you what, it's a very very overpowered skill move, especially on the wing and getting past defenders. So let's get into the next segment of where we should be using this. Essentially, the best place to use this skill move is on the wing, as I was saying in the first segment, lads. The wing is the best place. If your defender is defending your player, or your opponent, is defending on the wing, and you double tap the R1 button, you can burst past him. Nearly around 80 to 90% of the time it will work, and that's the best thing about this skill move. It's very overpowered. In fact, getting in behind using this, it's very overpowered. If you want to get to a good speed boost through the gap of the defense, or you want to pass the left back or the right back on the wing, as I was saying, you can use this to quickly get a speed boost and get the player running. Now obviously holding R2 is the sprint button. Now obviously the player will sprint from this. However, the thing is sometimes it does take a little longer for the player to get going, and so essentially this skill move, the bridge skill, will allow you to get going a lot easier. So essentially the places you should be using this on the pitch is in the wing area and when there is a gap in the defense, in that area of the pitch. So essentially that's where you use it. Let's move into the next segment. Moving into when you should use this skill move. I did touch on it in the where segment. However, I do want to mention the best time for you guys to use this is when there is a gap in the defense. If there is a gap, a slight gap in between, let's say the two centre backs or the centre back and the wing back, if there is a slight gap, what you can do is use this bridge skill and double tap the R1 button to burst through that gap and get in behind. If your opponent is not quick enough to react, then you can actually get in behind quite easily with this skill move. So this is exactly the time that you should be using this, is when there is a gap, a slight gap in the defense, and it works best when your opponent is not defending right either. If he is running the midfielder back and not controlling the centre backs, which a lot of people do in the amateur type, if they're amateur defending, that's what they do. Although having said that, running back with the midfielder is probably one of the most overpowered ways of defending this year. However, for unexperienced defenders, if there is a gap and they're not controlling the centre back or the left back or whoever it is defending, you can use this to bypass them and it will work nearly every single time. Another time when you should use this is on the wing, as I was saying, but when your defender is charging at you. So when the defender is charging at you, if he's aggressive, you can use this to bridge around the defender, as in the name of the skill move, the bridge skill. Basically to bridge around the defender and get the player running, get the player off and on his way towards the goal or to make a play. This is exactly the time you should use it. So when there is a gap, and essentially when your defender or the opponent, your opponent, is defending very aggressively and he's trying to take the ball off, you can use this skill move to get around the defender. And I do, as I was saying, think this works, or I have seen or I've experienced, or what I have found in FIFA 21 is the best time to use it is on the wing. when your opponent is charging at you with the left back or the right back. That is the best time. They seem to get around them every single time, and you can get away. You can get away onto the goal. You can make a play and score a goal if you're good enough. But that's going to signal the end of the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to chuck in the comment down below, comment section, what skill move you guys want me to teach you guys next, and I'll be sure to jump onto that and make a tutorial. Be sure to hit me up on Twitter as well. Follow me, the link will be in the description down below. I do keep you guys posted over there. I post when I upload a new episode of this series on my channel, so be sure to stay posted on there, and I can keep interactive with you guys when I'm not uploading. But that's going to signal the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm out. Have a good day, guys, and peace.